Hey guys, what's up? Today I am going to be doing a continuation of the playing 100s on chess.com until I lose. Because last time I did not lose at all, so I'm going to be doing it again. Anyone that comments in the live chat that they want to play me, they will be able to play me. And if they win, they will get a free chess.com membership and 20% off on their own resin chess set. So I'm going to start the game in just a few seconds. Let's get it started. Okay, because I needed it to have to be in 100 because obviously I'm not in 100 because otherwise losing to a 100 wouldn't be very um, right. It wouldn't be very difficult if I was in 100. Yeah, it would. Right. Okay, so let's just get started then. Now, like I said, I will be checking the comments every little bit. Anyone who plays in the comments. Oh, by the way, this is my friend Yussi. He's running the channel with me. Fine. So let's get the game started. I'm not actually in 100. I'm 118, but same difference. Right. So anyone that comments will be able to play me for a free membership. And I have an opponent. He's 137. I'm white, so I'm going to start with going e4, e5. So far, so good for 100. I didn't know they had to do e5s. Right, so I'm going to take here. And he takes my pawn back. So, seeing as this is an 100, I'm going to play fairly riskily because chances are he's going to mess it up. So, yeah, I'm going to play fairly riskily. I'm going to do a regularly stupid move by threatening his knight. I would only do when I'm playing at 100. I wouldn't do if I was playing somebody else my level. The point is, when he moves his knight, I have a discovered attack on his queen. When I get the knight, there is a way to get it back. He can threaten it with a pawn, and it's pinned to my queen, so I'm not able to move it. He would, in that sense, get it back, but I don't know if he is smart enough to do that. Right? So, yeah, let's see what he does. Yossi, what do you think so far?
I mean,
so far, not terrible.
It's not terrible. That's true.
For 100, I guess.
But there's a good chance he won't push the pawn. So, I mean,
we'll see.
It's not bad.
Either pawn that he would push would be able to win my knight. Because either way, I wouldn't be able to move it, or I'd lose my queen. Right, so he did find it. So I guess it was really fairly a trade still. But is there anything I could do to stop that? I suppose I could just protect my knight. Then at least I'll win a pawn. Right? And probably takes just to open up the position a little bit. His queen is pinned, so he doesn't have a choice other than to move it or take. Right, fine. So now I'm probably just going to get my light bishop out, castle my pieces. I'm up a little bit. I'm going to build on that. Yeah. So far, there's no people watching, but if anyone starts to join, they will be able to play me for membership. Right, so he threatens my pawn. I guess I'm just going to protect it with the bishop, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Fine. He pushes. I guess I may as well take. Okay, now I get my light bishop out and prepare to castle my king because it is in the center and it is extraordinarily vulnerable. Alright, so he puts his knight on d4. I'm assuming he sees knight takes c2. So yes, you think what? Knight a3,
Knight
bishop
A3.
d3. What do you see here?
They're all fairly good options. I
think probably with the knight is probably better because then first of all it gives me the option to castle queenside.
Well, and you're also developing.
And I'm also developed. Like my bishop's already developed. I know it's not a great square for my knight, but you know it's my bishop's already developed, so it would be underdeveloping to put it on d3 kind of. Okay, so let's see what he does. So far, he is playing better than most 100s that I've seen. Yeah, but let's see. Maybe he'll blunder a piece in a few moves, a few seconds probably. No offense to any of you guys watching. If you're in 100, that's completely fine. I can also give lessons. You can message me on chess.com, not with the channel use account. I put my name in the description. Hello, person that just joined. You can comment, and after this, you can comment if you want, and after this game, I can play you for a chess.com membership if you win. Put it in the live chat. Okay, so I'm still waiting on him for a move. I probably shouldn't have done a 10-minute game, but I don't know if I have a blitz rating yet. So, yeah, comment, put on the live chat if you want me to do a blitz game next time for a quicker game. All right, so now I think I'm gonna castle queen side, threaten his knight, and if he doesn't move his knight to f5, he's gonna lose the pawn also, because now I'll have 2 pieces on it. Okay, fine. So that's a fairly free pawn. I can just take, and after if he takes, I can take back with my rook because. Okay, so he didn't take.
I would go rook e1 check.
Rook e1 check is a good move. He could block with his knight, but I don't know how good that is. For any of the people that are currently watching, you could put it in the live chat, and I will play you for a free chess.com membership. So I think maybe you're right. Rook e1 is a good move. He could block with the knight, but I mean, then he'll end up with a pinned bishop, which I could definitely exploit. He could block with the bishop. He'll run into the same problem with the knight. So I guess just takes. Right. So he took back with the knight, obviously, because he couldn't take back with the king. So I'm thinking, what about doubling my rooks to get an extra threat on the knight?
Or you know what? Actually, would be cool? If you go bishop f7 check, king takes, then rook takes d7.
Rook takes. Actually, yeah, because his knight would still be pinned.
Exactly, and it would be double attacking.
That's a good move. Fine. Yeah, that's and seeing as he's 100. Okay, fine. So now I think I should have the knight, as I'm as well threatening the b7 pawn, which is also good. He could defend the knight with either of his rooks. I'll probably just take the pawn, if he does that. So yeah, let's see what he does. Okay, so yeah, he did defend the knight. I could bring in my knight. How would it get there? Boom. Let's see.
Take
there. There. Then there, maybe? Or I could just take the pawn. I think I'll go with the knight. The pawn is still there, and if he tries to move it, I get the other pawn also. So yeah, it should be just about good. Okay, so he moves. I don't see what the because he's gonna move his king, and then move his rook to f7. I'm gonna go. Oh, it's a fork.
It is a.
It is a fork. So is that what you had in mind, Jesse? Because I can go. Yeah, it's a fork, and not only that,
now
I also get the knight because his king had to leave, and now that's a free knight. I can't blame him, seeing as he is playing a 1100. Hello, Zatar Edits. Yes, I can play against you after I finish this game against the 100, and like I said before, if you win, you will get a membership. Okay, so he moved his rook. I see a free pawn with check. If I can just try to trade rook for rook, I should have an easy win. Right, so move this king. Now, I think I could just take trade rook. How?
Or no,
I can't trade rooks because he's got his king there.
Right.
But what if that was already there, right? Okay, so my turn. I could still just take. His king blocked off his rook, so I don't have to worry about him taking the f2 pawn. Right, so if you're just joining, like I said already, anyone that comments that wants to play me, I can play them, and if they win, they will get a diamond membership. Because he just moves his king farther down the path. Now I am able to win his rook because now his king is not defending the f7 square. So it's not a win of a rook, right? Obviously, it's a trade, but it should be a lot easier for me to win now that he doesn't have rook. I don't. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Okay. Pre-move, whatever. Okay. Now I also get the pawn. So I think I might leave the a7 pawn alone just in case of stalemate. Just gonna push the h7 pawn and yeah. Now just to have a bit of fun, I'm not gonna blunder. Should I blunder my rook? No, no blundering the rook. Okay. Right. So
now you could just push. He doesn't have a way in.
Right. And he's not allowed on the 7th rank because of my rook, so I should have checkmate in a few moves, right? Obviously. Zatar, your name is Zane Sakane. Okay, so you could just, after this game, you can give me a 10-minute invite. Okay, so you resigned. You can give my channel use account, that's my name, a challenge for a 10-minute game, and I'll gladly play it. Just keep in mind, I'm not actually a 100. So yeah, you can give channel use account, that's my chess.com name, challenge, and I will gladly accept. Okay, so if you want, I can give you a challenge. You said your name is Zane underscore Sakane. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'll look it up. Zane underscore whoops. Zane underscore. That should be it. And okay. Here we go. I will send you a game challenge and challenge. Now, unfortunately, if you don't, okay, fine. So I'm sending you a challenge. Just go on chess.com. I don't know how late you're seeing, I don't know how late I'm seeing your texts, but I will send you an invite. And I didn't cheat or anything. I am sending you. It's completely random. You could look on the live. It's completely random. Which color I am. Okay, so you accepted. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna take a little break from playing 100s. I'm gonna play this guy, and if he wins, I will give him a chess.com membership. Now, his rating is only a 490. My rating is 1100. So, even though it says 126, this is obviously on my actual account. You know what my actual account is. It's KeyPros123. You feel free to message me anytime. So, okay, I think I'm gonna take. It's a free pawn, tempo on the knight. He's still not able to take e4 pawn because I have my knight and my queen versus his knight and his bishop. So, okay, so he moves knight, a threat to my pawn. Now he is threatening it. I think I'm probably just gonna defend it with my bishop. What do you think, Yessie?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe next turn
I could castle or something like that. Yeah. Okay. He stopped watching the live, but which is unfortunate because if he was watching the live, he would be able to know what all of my plans were, which would kind of suck for me a little bit. Okay, so now here's a problem because I'm not actually able to block with my e-pawn, which is what most people regularly do. So I'm in danger of losing my rook. I should be able to block it, or I can. I could probably just move my bishop. Unfortunately, it's an under development, but I'm not seeing too much of a choice. I also do get tripled pawns. So Zane Sakane, right, so he didn't take. I mean, he took my pawn, gives him doubled pawns. I'm gonna take the knight. I'm gonna get the queen central. It's never really a good thing. In this early in the game when we've only played 9 moves. The issue, though, with him having his queen in the center is that my king is in the center, and it is very vulnerable, so I'm going to castle. Right, so like I said before, it's kind of unfortunate he's not watching the live because that would be, a bit of a problem for me. Yossi, why don't you take over for a minute? I'm just going to take that one, and why don't you just take over for a minute?
All right.
This is your channel, so.
Okay, so he moves his queen to b5. I think I'm probably gonna. Maybe I'll just move his queen. He is attacking here, but if he takes with the bishop, I can take with the knight, and if he takes back with the queen, rook slides to e1, which is pinning. Alright, so he moves his queen back, a6, okay. Now his queen is not in the best position, if you're asking me, but let's go on. I think I'm gonna develop my bishop now. Alright, so he's attacking my queen. Okay, fair enough. I am going to slide my queen over to e1. Fairly simple, just moving the queen away. Okay. He develops his knight. I think I'm going to... I think I'm going to take, just because I don't like his knight sliding in here. Okay, he takes back. I will now go to... I think I'll go to b4. I'm mainly just looking for a queen trade here. Okay, so now...
Alright, yes, I hope you didn't lose me too much money. You lost me anything so far? Because I really don't want to give this guy a membership. That would really kind of suck. Okay, so fine. So, obviously, I'm not going to lose my queen to that pawn. I don't know exactly what happened because I wasn't here. But I think taking the queen is a smart move because we're up a pawn. It would double his pawns, separate his pawns. It would really give him a bad pawn structure. So, I think I'm going to take. Okay. So, I think rook e1, prepare to push, take, check. His king's still in the center. He has no chance of castling left. So, Yossi, what do you think? Rook e1?
Rook e1 looks good.
Now I got to play a lot harder than playing the 100s. I don't want to lose any money.
All right. Check if he's here because I might want to say something. All right. Okay. He's still not here.
Still not here. So, he's not hearing all my plans, which is good. If any of you guys want to play me for a membership, I would highly suggest that you comment and state on the live so that you can hear what I'm planning. I think I'm gonna push. If I can get his king into that horrible position where there's no pawns whatsoever protecting and open up my rook, that would be great. Right, okay, fine. So takes. And not only that, I also get the pawn on c6, and I'm threatening the pawn on a6. Right, so he's threatening my rook. I mean, I don't really care, because I have his pawn, and I have his other pawn, or maybe c7 is an option.
Well, c7 currently is an option because of the bishop.
And right, also so like a later option, and also because of the rook. So I think probably just takes. I'm trying to keep my rook on a light square as much as possible because I don't want to run into any issues with the bishop, right? So actually, I just realized that if not for the bishop being there, I would have knight e5 check, which wins the rook. So the question now becomes how to get rid of the bishop. I can't push g3 because it wouldn't threaten anything because he is currently the G pawn is currently pinned to the king. So I could just leave it for now, probably. Come back to it. Next move, maybe he'll just move his bishop. Right, so he's planning to checkmate me with a back rank. I'm not that dumb. I'm only a little. No, I'm kidding. Now my pawn isn't pinned anymore, and
it would be allowing
so
escape.
so therefore I'm gonna push it, and as well, now if he tries to back rank me, it will not work because my king can flee to g2. So push. I hope he doesn't think he just found checkmate because that would be like really really funny. Okay, so he just blundered every last one of his pieces. He blundered his bishop. He blundered his rook. I don't think I'm giving away any money to this guy today. Takes. And he takes with king, allowing me to take 2 pawns because now I also get that pawn. And still not even close to threatening back rank because now I'm up a full rook, just like I was against the 100. That pawn is already defended. But I'm actually going to undefend it because if he decides to take, which he very well might do, I have checkmate. So let's see. No, so he does indeed see the checkmate. I am going to start pushing that pawn for absolute fun. His king will try to get there in time, but at this point I could push. His king now cannot move, and therefore neither can his rook. His rook cannot move off the rank, or I immediately win the game with checkmate. So, yeah, now I fairly can just take, push, because the rook cannot move. And at any point, I can bring in my other rook. So, yeah, it's a good thing he's not looking at the live right now. I do also have to watch my time. I guess while I was gone, yes, he took a little bit of time, but it's fine because the game is almost over. Anyone else that's currently watching can text me, and after this game, I will play them for that membership. Okay, he just blundered complete checkmate. Obviously, it's not checkmate yet. It's force mate in 2. Oh, he wants to chat with me. GG, another game. Unfortunately, it's only 1 game per person, so no, that will not be happening. I'll just text him 1 game per person, and yeah, that's checkmate. So anyone else can text me. You just saw how I play, and if you keep on watching the live while you text me, you'll be able to see exactly hear exactly what I'm thinking. So I do have to lose a game because I'm no longer at 100. I'm at 140. So I'm gonna purposely lose a game. I just got a message from someone, and he wants to be my friend. Okay, sure. If anyone wants to be my channel use accounts friends, that is also fine. So now I'm going to drop my rating purposely by a little bit, just so that I go back to the to 100, so that I play the literal lowest ELO players on chess.com. Right, so this guy's 160. So go there and then 9. Let's do another one because I'm still only at 133 instead of 100. Now, if I'm a little bit higher than 100, that's still fine. So after this game, I should be at 124. So, okay, resign. And 124 is low enough that I could just still do, like I'm saying, this guy was a 108. I could have actually played him, but whatever. All right. This guy's a 146. It's a little bit high, but I should be fine. Yeah, so for whoever's joining now, you could text me in the live chat and I could play you for a chess.com membership. I don't know what this is, but I'm going to bring my knight out. I don't think that's theory. It is theory, but I've honestly never seen it before. yeah. So anyone could just text me and they'll get a chance to play me for a literal free diamond membership. There are no catches whatsoever. So let's wait to see what he does. And he completely blunders his pawn. This is what you get when you play hundreds. I cannot take that pawn because it is guarded by the queen, but I will defend my knight and as well open up my bishop by going d6, which is a common move in the Sicilian defense. So he pushes to threaten my knight again. Should I just put? No, I'm kidding. I could threaten his queen with my bishop. He might actually just take. He could also move his queen, but I'm hoping that, well, or very simply, I could move my knight there, threaten the pawn. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna go with the knight move, keeping it safe. He can't push to threaten me again because of my bishop. So yeah, let's see what he does. Okay, so we're waiting for him to go. I don't have a blitz rating. Hello to the person that just joined. If you want to play me, you are welcome to just text me your chess.com username, and I will play you. Okay, so he moves his queen to e4. I presume to guard the pawn. I think I'm just going to get my knight out, threaten his queen. It's not good to get your queen this central in the beginning of the game. It really isn't. It's one of the first things I'll teach you if you get my lessons, which are now available. Just text Geekbros123. It's in the description, because obviously this is not my actual account. So I'm waiting for him to go, and I guess I'll just see what he does, because currently he has been playing, I guess, like in 100. So yeah, let's see where he moves his queen. Maybe after this game, I'll try to see if I can play a blitz game, because these guys are taking way too long, and I'm sure I could beat them in under 5 minutes. Okay, so he moved his queen. He did open a spot for me to threaten his queen again, either with my bishop or with my knight. I think I'm going to choose my bishop because it is a development. So I'm going to threaten his queen. This is why it's not good to get your queen out early, because while he's running with his queen, right, so you can take, I'll threaten his queen. He'll probably take, but while he is up a pawn, I am way more developed. I don't see like any developed piece on his entire board. So after he takes, if he takes, I'm just gonna take the pawn. My rook is fairly defended, and yeah, let's see what he does. Okay, so right now I'm seeing a few different ways to. Okay, so he's threatening my bishop. I couldn't fairly just move it back. I also could. Does he see any other moves? Maybe like a trick play or something where I could. He isn't 100 after all.
That is true. Always got to keep in mind.
Okay, I think probably just move my bishop. Right? It's not. It's still. It'll do better on f5 anyways. Possibly there are definitely possibilities of trapping his queen, which is another reason why it's not good to get it out early in the game. Because also currently we are developed with a lot of pieces, and he is not developed at all whatsoever. He moves his pawn. I suppose he thought I was going to take or something of the sort, but obviously it was already defended by the bishop. So I think I'm going to threaten his bishop. Seeing as on 100, it's possible he'll take, and then he will lose his castle, and if he's stupid, he will also lose his bishop. So yeah, let's try this move.
Well, he actually automatically loses his bishop or his rook, because if he does move there, you can go to
right,
knight f2.
right, that's true. So, but he may also not take, and right. Then I could also just come with my other knight. That's the power of 2 knights. Maybe not as powerful as the bishop pair, but 2 knights is also extremely powerful. And for all I know, it's not automatically losing the bishop because, okay, so he doesn't. He defends, which what I see is that now the d3 spot is no longer defended. So, but now the bishop is.
But if you take the knight and bishop takes, you do have the pawn on g2 hanging with check.
Pawn on g2 hanging. That is true. Fine. So let's do that.
Takes back.
Not takes back. Why would I take back?
He takes.
Oh,
back.
he takes back. Fine. So I do get the free pawn, but yeah, I think it is. Honestly, is it better to just make him lose his castle to get in that horrid position? I think if he loses castle. Okay, fine. Let's just take. He loses castle anyways. He's gonna threaten my knight. I guess I'll go back to my f4 square threaten his bishop. I'm glad to trade. People, it's a known thing that the bishop pair is better than the knight pair. So I guess I just go back to my threaten bishop post thing. And yeah. So waiting for him to go. I'll be happy. Like now he doesn't have a castle, so his king will not be in the best position. Okay, he pushes. I guess he thinks I'm another 125. They won't see a discovered threat on my knight is most likely. So I just gonna take the bishop. Sorry, there you go. My king side is still not developed, so probably just gonna fianchetto the bishop. And I could fianchetto the bishop, castle, get a nice position. Plus, I also now have a discovered attack on the rook, which is very likely that he will not notice it.
Well, actually, also you can, if you go knight to h5, not only are you discovered attacking the rook.
Oh, I'm also threatening
you're also
to
threatening
check.
To
right, that's right.
Rook, the other.
Right.
So, all in all, it's not the best position for him.
He pushed the pawn again. I'm not gonna take. I'm not gonna waste my time with that. It doesn't make a difference, really. So I'm just gonna go there, threatening there, threatening there. He takes. He leaves me open to do both. I'm gonna start with taking his rook because that's more visible. He takes.
At the same time, you could also take his knight.
Right. I could take his knight. I think this pawn is getting a little too close. Obviously, I can't take with my queen or I'll lose both my rooks. So I'll take with my pawn, and I'm still threatening the rook and the knight. And once I take the knight, I'm threatening the bishop. And his position is very, very quickly falling into nothingness. Okay, so we're waiting for him to go. So he moved his king. So now the rook is no longer available to take because I guess he may have seen it. But what I can do is I can still take the knight. The knight is still available. I'm not threatening the bishop anymore because it's king. The bishop is pinned. The bishop is now pinned, and if I get another threat on it, not only will I win the bishop, I'll also win the rook because it would be a skewer. So I can go something like bishop b2 or something like that to get another threat on his bishop. I'm also up 8 points of material, but this is what you get when you mix a 1100 with a 146. So he has check. I guess I no longer have my castle, but I don't think it matters a whole lot. I'm not scared of him going anything like there. It's not protected. Obviously, if he goes queen a4, I will know to look out. But either way, it wouldn't do anything. I think unless he comes up with another threat or he resigns. Okay, fine. So I'm now probably too high um, to play on 100. If you're just joining, if you want, you could put in the live chat. If you want to play me for a chess.com membership. Um, and yeah, so let's see. I could put another game in. Just gonna wait for a few seconds to see if anyone wants to text me to play me for a chess.com membership, a free chess.com membership. And not only that, if you win, you'll not only will you get a free chess.com membership, you can also get 20% off on your own custom antique resin chess set. So okay, I'm gonna try to do a blitz game. I don't know. I don't think I have a blitz rating yet, so I'm not sure what will happen. But I'm just gonna try it out. Play. I don't know if am I able to. How does this work? Just set it to a 5-minute blitz game. Play. What rating does it give me? Okay, it gives me the same rapid rating, but this is extremely extremely hard. Like if I win this game, I'm gonna end up with a 500 blitz rating or something like that, right? So maybe I should purposely lose. It's fine. I think I'm good. Okay, play the regular Sicilian. I do have to keep in mind time this game, and I don't know what that move is. It's a complete mystery to me. I suppose I just go e6. I don't know if I'll notice the discover threat on his knight, but we'll see. Okay, so he does maybe.
You can go e5 now. So if takes,
I could go e5. I don't like the idea of moving the two pieces, the same piece twice.
Right.
I think probably just a6. And maybe like queen h4. No, not queen h4, I guess. So now probably like, no, I can't go knight because of his pawn structure. What about d5? I think d5 works. Takes. Now he's threatening my knight, so probably takes. He's taking my queen. I don't like the idea of getting my queen out early. He can go knight c4, but yeah, no, I think I could just take with the pawn. I have nice central control. He does have check. I'm not sure I care. We could trade queens early on. It's fine with me. So yeah. So far, after the Zane Queen or whatever, I have not gotten any text about having to be plain. I'm not sure what the point of moving his queen there was. Possibly, if you're thinking Yossi to push d4, it wouldn't work because he could just take my queen.
Right, that's right.
I think I could take, or I could just leave it as it is, develop my knight. I'd be happy to develop my bishop to e7. Yeah, so I'm just gonna wait for him. Maybe d4 is an option. I'm not sure. Yeah, so let's see. Okay, so he pushes. Maybe d4 would give me a nice pawn structure, but I don't like the idea of losing e4. Okay, what about knight b4, threatening to fork the queen, king, and rook? I think that's a good move, and he absolutely did not see it. So that is a win of a queen, and he could take my knight, but it doesn't really matter because I just get a queen. yeah, this is fairly simple. Right, so now I have the pawn pinned, but it's got too many defenders currently. I think probably just maybe push, honestly. Just because why not? Just to open up the position a little bit. Trade as much as possible because I'm up 6 points of material. I did give him a pawn, obviously, but it opens up the position, and I can go here and put in another threat on the pawn. He pushes. I'm not sure why. So I'm going to probably move the queen there because I want to develop my bishop to help me gain control of the pawn. I know it's just a pawn, but his king is connected to it. So if I get the pawn, like checkmate is very possibly coming up. So yeah, let's see what he does. He moves his knight, threaten my queen. So what do you think? I could just move back. That's for sure an option. I could also take.
You can take.
I think taking's the best move, right?
Also, after taking, you can take, and then
Right.
after
No, I just want to hear
you
your.
do have a threat
I'm running out of time.
of bishop takes f5.
Bishop takes f5.
Because if knight takes, you do have. Not only can you take back, you can also go queen to c2, which doesn't work anymore. My bad.
It doesn't matter. It's a free. It's a free pawn. It's a free pawn. Yeah. I can also now go somewhere like there with check. Maybe castle queenside, but I do have to watch my clock. He completely just blundered a knight in 2 ways. I think I'm just gonna take like this. And now I do have to watch my clock, so I'm gonna go a little fast. I'm gonna just take because that's a free pawn. Maybe check, win the rook. Still win the rook. Because no, after he moves king, his rook is gonna be protected by the bishop. But I mean, I should like it doesn't really. I could just go check and win the bishop instead. Like I said, I do have to start watching my clock. So, yeah. Do I have a rook win? No, because the rook's still protected. Now he could have actually just I don't know he may have been able to just win my rook, but he could prepare a discovered attack on my queen, but I don't have to worry about that currently. My bishop is under attack, and I'm also running out of time. Therefore, I'm going to threaten the rook. I'm going to have to start going a little fast. Maybe the rapid games are the best. No, because then he would win my queen. So I'm just going to go check. I have to move my queen out of there because I don't want him to. Okay, check, and I win the rook. Really simple. But I am under 20 seconds now, so I don't know if I count this as a loss, really, but the problem is I am actually playing on a computer. Therefore, it is harder for me to move the pieces, but I might also have checkmate within the next 14 seconds, so I'm going to try to do that as fast as possible. Okay, check, and check. I know I'm not playing the best because I'm under a bit of a time rush. Check. And now I have mate. Yeah. Checkmate. So I was close to losing. I was at 5.9. I think I'm going to stop for today, but I'll see you guys next time. Comment if you want a part 3 because I still haven't yet lost. See you. Subscribe.